What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Keva'sWorld, and today I'll be going over iOS 13. Let's get started. iOS 13 brought a lot of major changes and minor changes, so I'm here to go over all of that today. Before I get started, I do want to say that this update does have a few bugs, and it's definitely not Instagram's friend, because since I updated, Instagram has had so many problems, so either Apple or Instagram needs to come up with an update and fix this ASAP. Getting started, one of the biggest changes, and personally one of my favorites, is dark mode. Apple has finally released a proper dark mode, and honestly, I'm loving it. It's just way easier on the eye, and my eyes are already all sorts messed up, and looking at a really bright display all day can do some damage over time, but dark mode really helps with that. And also, it just looks really cool because the iPhone has kind of had that same like white display for a really long time, so now you can just kind of make a difference in that. This next feature, hands down my favorite. We've needed this for so long. You can finally edit videos like photos now. You can crop them, you can put filters on them, you can change brightness and contrast. You literally edit them like they're photos. I edit videos for Instagram all the time on my phone. I can't tell you how many times I have to crop videos. I always have to use outside apps, but now it's finally available just on your phone. Getting to editing photos, they made some pretty awesome changes with that as well. And also when you go to edit photos and videos, I feel like the layout is just so much better. It's just more organized and easier to deal with. The photo app layout is also really different as well. Videos actually automatically start playing when you click on them now, and they start off as muted, and if that sounds familiar, it's because it's the exact same way that Instagram does their videos. I think it's cool that they automatically start playing, but it is kind of frustrating how it starts off as muted, because I always hate like when you miss the first few seconds of sound. There are new share options as well, and the layout is super different. Now you can message your contacts directly. They pop up right at the top. AirDrop now comes up as its own separate screen, which I think is amazing. I used to get so much anxiety that I would accidentally AirDrop somebody something, but now you have to click on AirDrop for those people to show up, so there's less of a chance that you'll accidentally send somebody something. The next thing I want to talk about is Memojis and Animojis. Memojis and Animojis are now available on all devices that support iOS 13 in the form of stickers. I feel like you can add more of your personality into a conversation with these, because instead of just sending regular emojis, you can send something that actually looks like you. And it's also great for the people that haven't experienced Memojis and Animojis, because now you can. Well, speaking of Memojis, you can now personalize these to the core. There's more options for makeup and facial features, and are you ready for this? You can put AirPods in your ears. If you're that bougie person that always has their AirPods in, this is for you. You have to include your AirPods in your Memoji. Oh, sorry, did you say something? Can't hear you with my AirPods in. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is actually slide keyboard. I personally am not very good at slide typing, but if you're one of those people that uses it all the time, then it's now just available on your phone, so you don't need any third-party apps. Next, 3D Touch is now available on all devices that support iOS 13 in the form of long press. If you don't know what 3D Touch is, it's only available on some displays. I think the 6S was the first phone to have it, but basically you would just hold down on something, let's just say the camera app for example. If you hold down on it, like, I guess you would call them shortcuts, they would come up like take a selfie, take a video, stuff like that. But it was only available on certain displays. Like my phone, for example, the iPhone XR didn't have that option because it's a different display than the other phones. Now that long press is a thing, any device that has iOS 13 can do it. You would just hold down on something that you would 3D touch on, and that's how it works. Changing your volume is different as well. It now appears on the side, which is a really nice place for it. I always found it so annoying when I was watching a video and like the big volume box would appear in the middle, but now it's on the side, so it's a nice little place. It doesn't get in the way. Another new feature is share audio. This is a pretty cool feature. It doesn't work exactly how I thought it would. First, to get to this option, you have to go to your control center and then long press on the music box. This option only shows up for me when my Bluetooth headphones are connected, so I'm assuming it's the same way for everybody. Anyways, let's just say I'm sitting right next to you, I'm listening to some bops in my Bluetooth headphones, you're right next to me with your AirPods, and you want to get in on what I'm listening to, so I would just have to go to my share audio option, and then I think you bring your AirPods close to my phone, and then it should show up. I haven't tried this feature out and I haven't really heard anybody talk about it, but if you've tried it out, let me know how it works, but I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. There are new features in the Maps app which I really think are going to help some people that do traveling. There's one called Look Around where you can look around a destination as if you were actually there. It's only available on certain locations, like you can't look at somebody's house. As you can see on the screen, I'm looking at the Golden Gate Bridge and you literally look around, and I know I keep saying that, but that's actually what you do. It's as if I was standing right there. Another feature is Flyover, which once again only available for certain locations. This gives you an overhead view of a location, and right now I'm flying over the Statue of Liberty. It's as if I was in a plane flying over the Statue of Liberty. Finally, the last feature that I want to talk about, I find it super interesting. There's now an option for you to silence unknown or blocked callers. I have a split opinion about this feature. I think it's great because it'll definitely prevent a lot of spam or even just like prank calls. But also, what if somebody's like actually trying to reach you and their number just shows up as unknown? So I'm just wondering how that will work. But I think for the most part, it'll definitely save people a lot of frustration. Well, that's all I have to say about iOS 13. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, share with your friends. Let me know in the comments down below your favorite iOS 13 feature. Mine, like I said, editing videos because we've needed it for such a long time, and Apple finally smarted up and added it. And then also dark mode. I like it a lot. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. They're on the screen right now and they're also in the description down below. And check out the Keva'sWorld website and scan this QR code to get to it, and it's also in the description. And finally, the most important part, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss my videos. And if you don't do it, then I'm gonna hack your phone. So just subscribe and hit the bell. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.